Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. The haunting event is officially here, and there's a lot to talk about. So as far as updates goes, this is one that's interesting because normally when we get full-on updates or title updates for games, a lot of the time there's weapon balancing, things along those lines. This time, essentially, it's just all new playlists, event items, stuff along those lines, and of course, a new weapon as well. So in this video, as per usual, when we get updates, what I like to do is dive in and go over everything that actually changed in this update. What are the new playlists? What are the new characters? What is everything new you can do, complete, and play within this update? And as far as the haunting goes, basically, last year, my favorite update of the year. This year, I think we're going to see more of the same. So without further ado, I'm excited to hop into this one. Let's dive in and look at everything that changed in the haunting update. So starting out with Black Ops Cold War, the first thing that you can see here is the background has once again been updated and made more Halloween-y. It's still kind of the same location that we saw previously. However, they've added some Halloween lights, some floating pumpkin heads, and things along those lines, and updated the background noises as well. Now, as far as the playlist goes, first of all, we have Nuketown Halloween. This is very straightforward. It's just Nuketown 24/7. However, with the new playlist being the Halloween version of it, pumpkin heads, lights, things along those lines, kind of similar to what we saw around Christmas, but this time with Halloween. We also have Scream Deathmatch. This is a very interesting playlist. It's more so like hide and seek. You have Scream, who is hunting down people. He has the knife, whereas all of the other characters simply have no weapons and have to hide from Scream. Pretty cool playlist. On top of this, we have Infected. This one goes up to 18 players. It's Infected. I really don't need to explain anything other than that. And then I believe we have a new gunfight tournament as well. Aside from that, we have Face Off 6v6, 12v12 mosh pit, party games, and finally Fire Team. Now, the other thing that's new is inside the store, we have a couple of new bundles. First off, the big one, the one that a lot of people are going to be looking at, is Ghostface, aka the Scream Operator Bundle. It's a limited time for 30 days. By the way, this event, the entire Halloween event, only goes till November 2nd, for those of you who are wondering. Now, on top of this, we have the Plot Twist Assault Rifle, which is essentially just a black assault rifle with some blood on it, the Slasher Submachine Gun, the melee weapon, which is of course Scream's knife, Cordless Phone, which is the weapon charm, a watch, and then the Violent End finishing move, which once again is Scream using his knives. Then after this, Emblem, Calling Card, and 1 hour of double XP. Now, the only other one that is currently here is called the Terrible End. As far as this one goes, it is the new submachine gun. This one is called the Abnormality. I actually do like the look of this one. It's pretty cool. On top of this, the Electric Chair, a finishing move, which is pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. And then after that, we have the Undead Calling Card, the Scatterbrain sticker, and 2 tier skip. So if you want access to the SMG right away, this is probably the fastest and easiest way to do it by a long shot. It's just going to cost you 1,200 COD points. Now, you may be wondering how you get the SMG otherwise, and that is with the actual event. So with this haunting event, upon completing all of the challenges, that is how you unlock the Lapa SMG. Now, looking at these challenges, this is actually one of the more difficult events that we've had. So for example, some of them that you have here is play and complete 5 matches of multiplayer or zombies and a haunting playlist. That's not too bad. After this, get 200 player eliminations in the Nuketown Halloween 24/7 playlist. Finish top 3 in Scream Deathmatch, or successfully exfil the Hallows Eve Outbreak. The fourth one we got here is get 30 multiplayer eliminations in Infected, or eliminate special or elite enemies and zombies. Get 10 melee weapon kills in a multiplayer or butcher medals in zombies. Open 1 scare package in multiplayer or zombies. Get 50 eliminations while using the ghost perk. Get 3 multiplayer kills without dying 3 times. And finally, get 5 multiplayer kills with fire damage or fire damage multi-kill medals in zombies. So I actually believe that these challenges in Black Ops Cold War might actually be faster to complete than doing so in Warzone. Let me hop into Warzone and explain why. Upon re-looking at this, these aren't actually that hard. Essentially, all of these are just earned by playing through the Ghost of Verdansk playlist. The ones that are going to be a little bit more difficult is, first of all, answer 3 phones in the Ghost of Verdansk playlist. You got to find where those are. Experience 3 hallucinations, and the one that'll probably take the longest is earn a top 10 final placement with your squad in 3 different matches. So essentially you could do that in 3 games, and you have to play 5 matches anyway. So essentially the shortest it could possibly take is by playing 5 games of the playlist, whereas the other one, it's just simply completing various different tasks. So pick your poison. As far as I'm concerned, I'm probably going to end up doing it in Warzone, but like I said, very minimum, it's going to take 5 games to complete. And as I mentioned before, upon completing this, you get the new SMG, which is the Lapa SMG, which hits pretty hard, has a slower fire rate. It's going to be interesting to see how this one is within Warzone. Now, going to our playlist, we have a whole bunch of playlists for this week. First of all, we have normal battle royale, quads, trios, duos, and solos. We have payload promenade. We have clash, Rebirth, Resurgence, Quad, and finally Ghost of Verdansk. When you click on this, it gives you a scare warning. It says, Ghost of Verdansk features frightening situations, flashing lights, loud sounds, and unexpected shocks. So in other words, there's jump scares, and when you agree to this, you can hop into the game and start playing. So just to be clear, this is the only playlist that actually takes place at night, has the jump scares and everything like that. And I played one game, I played solo, and well, here are a few of the things that you can simply expect.
See what happens when we put a bunch of killers in one shrink. This just means I told you, I want to play a game. The next safe zone. I'm waiting for you.
So needless to say, I really love this game mode. It was my favorite last year when they implemented it with zombies. It's back again. It has all the jump scares, and they've upped the ante a little bit with the whole scare meter. The more you play, the further you get into the game, the more hallucinations you see, and most of the time, those are jump scares. They can be anything from bullets flying past you like you just saw, to flies landing on the screen, to blood clots showing up. It really does change the experience, especially when close to the end of the game, when you're sound whoring, trying to hear where the other ghosts, the other players are. I really love this, and it's a ton of fun to play. Not to mention, I've only played one solo game, and in that one solo game, I was able to get a victory even though it was in squads. So with the whole ability to become a ghost, get yourself back into the game, it adds a lot. It adds a lot of more fast-paced speed to the game, and that's what I absolutely love. So you better believe that I'm going to be playing this over the next coming weeks. But I'm curious what you guys think of the Haunting update. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed the video. Always appreciate it if you hit that like button. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.